the fact that I hadn't really, invested too much time into drawing over the last 5 years. I think kind of the lockdown happened and I sort of was like the dam broke and I just couldn't stop drawing. Like I couldn't sleep. I think I just missed it, right? Like I love tattooing and I love that whole world and I love the challenge of it, but I think you kind of forget there's something to be said for having like no real plan and just kind of creating to create because it feels good. There's always this piece of you that, wants to show what you're thinking in your head and only yours. This was the first one that I did in lockdown. And I think it ended up taking, probably 20 hours. I have a lot of ideas. The hard part is kind of getting them all out onto paper. I have like a journal. I have like little notepads and stuff that I'm constantly sort of sketching on, and what I want to achieve sort of stems from, my personal experiences and relationships and just kind of things that have appealed to me over the years. Things like, obviously music, movies, skateboard culture, and graffiti art, and there's just certain aspects of, different forms of art, not necessarily visual art, that I try to extract. I've been drawing for my whole life. I don't remember not drawing, ever. Since forever, I've drawn, yeah. I mean, my dad used to draw when I was a little kid for me and my brother, and that's kind of my earliest memory, and I think you sort of try to mimic what your dad does, and I just never stopped. We just kind of watched him. He just sort of could do it, and we would have movie nights on Saturday nights, and I still remember him drawing like an old hockey card. You used to get those like all-star hockey cards. My dad would draw me or my brother or something, and that would be, the whole movie would be like obsolete to this drawing that he was doing. My parents would leave for work in the morning and I would be up drawing at the kitchen table, and they would come home from work and I would still be there like in my pajamas for like 8 hours, I was like a little tiny kid just drawing. The comic books and that sort of thing were always big for me, and then movies as well. I think like Disney, I always thought it would be interesting to be like a Disney animator, and then sort of the older I got, the more I was like, I just kind of want to do my own stuff, get more selfish with the creativity, I guess. But oh man, I spend so much time frustrated when I'm drawing, but I think it's that quality of it that really makes me love it. So yeah, like I don't know if I'm ever I am my happiest at times, but I'm also like probably my most miserable. Can hit about 7 different emotions in about an hour working on a drawing. So yeah, it's almost meditative, like figure out a lot of things just kind of sitting down here in silence drawing.